Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has hidden unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure, or admire an old one. What will we find today? Let's dig in. Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
So many times the psalmist cried out to God, and the Lord heard him and rescued him. In Psalm 66, he sings a song of praise. He praises the Lord in general, calling everyone to come and see what the Lord has done. As the people gather round to hear, he reminds them of God's parting the Red Sea, the miracle all the Israelites look back on as a high point of God's miraculous deeds. The psalmist even praises God for his testing because he sees the final product, purified silver. He says, "We've been through so much, but in the end, God brought us out." But He didn't just get us out of the fire. He brought us to a place of abundance. He went over and above to show His great love for us. Then the psalmist says something extraordinary in verses 18 and 19. "If I regard wickedness in my heart, the Lord will not hear. But certainly He has heard, and He has given heed to the voice of my prayer." He's not saying that he was perfect and that's why God answered his prayers. He said God listened because he confessed his sins. He didn't cherish iniquity or hold on to that sin. He didn't have one little corner of his heart that he blocked from God and wanted to keep this one little sin to himself. No, he confessed all of his sins so nothing could stand in the way between him and the Lord. The phrase that really caught me was, "But God listened." He really did. Does that ever hit you sometimes? The awesome, amazing God of the universe, creator of all things, not only allows me into His throne room, but He listens to me, and He acts because I ask. My humble requests, your humble requests, prompt the Lord to action. In fact, Isaiah 65:24, God says, "Before they call, I will answer. While they are still speaking, I will hear." Many times the answers to our prayers had to start way before we even asked. One small example in my life was the morning after a storm. The electricity had gone out sometime during the night. When I moved to Florida, my one condition for being there was air conditioning. Now that's fine until there's an electrical outage, and then there's none. And for us, that also means we have no water either, because we have a pump. So on that spring morning, I dreaded a day of uncomfortable 80+ degree weather with no air conditioning or water. I plopped down in my quiet time spot and thought Psalm 5:3. "My voice you will hear in the morning, O Lord." But that voice sounded rather whiny and annoyed. When I realized that I was complaining, I apologized to God and confessed that sin. I sighed and said, "Okay, God, do whatever you want with my day. If I'm going to be sweaty and stinky, it's up to you. Just help me have a good attitude." Suddenly, I heard a click, and the air conditioning came on. God had gotten those electricians out on the road to fix the outage long before I got out of bed, and He timed it so that they would reconnect us at the very moment when I gave my attitude up and surrendered to Him to do what was best. He heard me before I called, and He was already at work, probably chuckling to himself the whole time, knowing what He was going to do. Our God doesn't just listen, He acts.
As always, we'd love to hear from you. If you'd like to share a treasure, support this ministry, or get Carla to speak at an event, please contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you can find in the description below. Thanks for listening, and have a great day.